Peggy 18.
They succeeded. They built the eighth wonder of the world, the Ark. Unfortunately, it came a little too late.
Brink takes place on the Ark. It's an immense artificial floating city built at sea as part of a contemporary green vision, but now existing around 2045. It's lost contact with the rest of the world, and it's the focus of an isolated and horrific conflict. In essence, it's on the brink of civil war.
Right. We do this by the book.
The worst of an inconvenient truth happened. Those ice caps in Greenland that could any day could just instantly go, that happened. And pretty much overnight, millions of people all around the world were displaced. A lot of them came to the Ark. The Ark, which was supposed to house 5,000, now houses 50,000.
So they're running out of everything. They're running out of space, they're running out of water, they're running out of food, they're running out of energy.
You have these refugees who live in abject poverty, where their resources are really begged or borrowed or stolen, fighting against the originally wealthy founders who appear to be hoarding far more than they need.
They've reached the breaking point. They've had to step it up. They have no choice. It's in their own best interest, their own survival, that they fight back to take an equal part.
And you have law and order trying to be maintained by the security forces who equally think that they're the good guys.
They're the thin blue line. They are all that's keeping this place afloat. They are the unsung heroes of Ark.
We wanted to make it so that it wasn't just hero cops versus evil terrorists, because that's boring. We didn't want to make it so it's heroic freedom fighters up against the evil oppressive forces, because that's also boring. And it's not how the world is. No one thinks they're wrong. No one says, yep, I'm evil, I oppress, that's pretty much all I do.
You have the resistance being seen as terrorists by the security. You have the security being seen as oppressors by the resistance, and it gives everybody a good reason to fight.
When the game starts, it's literally the first day of that civil war, and the first choice you make is actually going to define the direction this whole conflict plays out.
Peggy 18.
With Brink, we're just trying to make a game which allows easy movement. It's not about moving or shooting, it's moving and shooting.
What we're doing in Brink is, frankly, a fairly new approach, something that benefits newbie players and advanced players alike. The smart system, the smooth movement across random terrain, allows you to negotiate routes through environments that were previously impossible in shooters.
I've taken the command post!
The problem you tend to have when designing a movement system is that it can all work absolutely fine in a simplified block environment, but as soon as you get realistic art and models and textures, feet stop stepping where they're meant to, and slopes affect your movement speed and that kind of stuff. We went through probably about 4 or 5 stages of different types of prototype just for figuring out the technical issues. We're throwing away ideas, we're picking up new ones, experimenting, that kind of stuff.
One of the secret sauce elements of Brink is we've really nailed controls.
The way it works is you'll run at an obstacle, and if you hold down the smart button, you'll actually be launched over it, and it'll feel completely smooth when you do it. And if you aim low, you'll slide underneath it.
The smart system really does impact the way you design spaces. You sort of have to look at the spaces a whole different way.
When the level designers put together levels, they're very careful to make sure that anything they put in there which implies some form of interaction actually does that thing. And if it doesn't, they won't put it in the first place.
For us and Brink, it's looking more at the environment like you would a real environment. just opens up like a million different possibilities for what would happen in a level.
I guess what I'm most proud about with the smart button is this is really a utility which is going to help you get deeper into the game and not be something which is just there for effect.
It creates a brand new, exciting level of interaction that you just wouldn't see otherwise.
Anybody can step in on the ground level, have a good time, and taste the magic.
Peggy 18.
One of the most exciting elements of working on Brink was bridging the gap between single player and multiplayer. All the storytelling, all the character, the drama, the pacing that you get in a traditional single player game. And on the other hand, you've got these fantastic multiplayer experiences, which you can't get any other way.
We're finally blurring the lines between offline gaming and online gaming. Whether you play single player, cooperatively, or multiplayer in full battles where everybody is a human player, you get to advance your same in-game character.
You're not just generic first-person shooter. Whether you're playing for the security or the resistance, you are someone within the arc, and the outcome really matters to you.
For many years, we've been trying to come up with a mission system that's truly dynamic, that challenges you continuously with cool new things that you could do, new gameplay experiences. And I think with Brink, we've finally achieved that.
Standing guard at primary.
This is not a preset path. You are telling your own story, and your story is different than everybody else's because of the experiences you are having in these battles.
Go for the command post!
It's based around an artificial intelligence squad commander, and the idea behind this is that irrespective of the combat role that you're playing, your location on the battlefield, what your squad mates are doing even, this squad commander is going to generate a bunch of things that you could be doing that helps the team progress.
So, it's all about just bringing it up, seeing what you want to do and going.
If you can't be at the front line ensuring that the hostage gets rescued from the enemy terrorists, break off. Go off to the sidelines. Find a command post that hasn't been taken, because if you take that, it'll give a bonus to your entire team.
Moving to secure primary.
You earn experience points for all of your successes, and you can spend these experience points on cool weapon unlocks, upgrades, abilities, tools and items that allow you to specialize even further.
Turret deployed!
It's a cool time because we're starting to see these walls crumble between the genres. Brink, it's a shooter, there's action elements, and it's a kind of interactive story all at the same time. So maybe it's time we just stop worrying about the labels, we're just going to get on with enjoying it.